So after months and months and months, my OnePlus 7T, the T-Mobile variant, finally got an update, folks. And I've been using it on the update since probably the last 4 days. And I just took my SIM card out of it. Well, the SIM card was, I took it out of here. And, so I don't have these beeping and everything during the video. But the phone is only on the December security patch, man. I mean, I guess this is what it is when you do carrier phones. But I'm not complaining. I'm just letting people know that if you haven't checked your T-Mobile OnePlus 7T, you for sure have an update waiting for you, because it updated from, it was on the October security patch, and now it's on the December security patch, and we're in February 2020 at this point. So does it really matter? Does it hurt the phone? Absolutely not. This is one of the fastest, most blazingest fast phones you will ever come across when it comes to using an Android phone. OnePlus has mastered the art of speed on a phone. You remember when the OnePluses first hit, everybody was like, oh, this is the fastest, blah, blah, blah. You know, they're packing 12 gigs. They were one of the first to actually give it all that stuff that we didn't need. So with that being said, now that you've got all the S devices, the S20s, you've got all these new devices coming, what is OnePlus going to do? How do they stand a chance? What is it that they're going to do to stand out now? You can only go on speed and all these specs things for so long and try to sell that to a customer. Customers want something to make their device stand out. And before you jump in the comments and say, well, OnePlus doesn't have to do that. Nah, yes, they do. They got to keep up with the times. They can't keep the same designs. They can't keep doing the same thing, adding 20 gigs of RAM and all this other stuff. That means nothing to customers if they want to reach a broader base. So they linked up with T-Mobile, and then they just now started to sell the phones like they wanted to. Like, they didn't sell that many phones until they linked up with T-Mobile. T-Mobile is moving more units than OnePlus, and that is a fact. They've moved so many phones for OnePlus, it's incredible. Their percentage went up 498% when that first hit last year. They sold a boatload of phones for the OnePlus brand, and they're still doing it. This is one of the hottest phones to me in the market. I mean, I have a skin on mine, but the OnePlus 7T is a phone that I recommend over the OnePlus 7 Pro. And while a lot of you guys disagree with that, perfectly fine. All you gotta do is respect my opinion on it, though, because I feel like this is the better device of the two. Personal opinion, totally subjective. You can get into a spec war in the comments if you want to. That's fine with me. But the fact that the OnePlus 8 and 8 Lite and 8 Plus, if those actually do exist, I don't think they're going to stand out too much, because you do have the Pixel devices that to me are just great phones, stock Android phones. I'm always going to probably pick a Pixel in a lot of cases over any other stock Android phone, except for Motorola. Motorola has won me over with their stock Android. They bring it. When they come with it, they come with it, and I really like what they do. But ultimately, I feel like OnePlus needs to do something spectacular to keep us interested. OnePlus fans try to ride this thing about, oh, we have the most powerful phones. Okay, yeah, great. Then what? You can only do so much with stock Android. You can only customize this phone so much. The cameras on here, we already know they're not the best. They are definitely not top of the line cameras. I've proven that over and over again. They're just average cameras at best, or just a little above average. Even that is subjective, but I've put them side by side with from other devices, and it got shined on, at much lower cost and price point. So OnePlus, when the 8 is coming out, I'm really hoping that you bring it. I'm hoping that when you announce the OnePlus 8, you do something eclectic and make it special. Start to take some risks, because now you're pretty much doing what every other OEM does, release the same phone with a different name, different price tag, and different internals. You can only do so much, so you got to do something. It's your man Jay. Where is your OnePlus on T-Mobile? What's the security patch that you're on? If you haven't gotten a security patch, you need to go in there and check for that OTA. See you in the next one. Take care.